Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out, and it was time for me to adventure through the Paldea region. We start by following the legendary Pokemon Miraidon as it flies over the region before watching it crash into a beach as the screen fades to black. Damn, bro's crashing! Hello? We're then met with the scene of a little house on the edge of a cliff where we'll meet our trainer. There I am. Alright, time to get up, time to go to school. We get up and explore our room before going downstairs to meet with our mom. What's good, Mom? Hear me out. She tells us that we can't go to school because something important should be coming from the academy when... It hasn't arrived. There it is, bro. There it is. It arrived. And then an old man breaks into my home before telling me that he's the director of my new school. I put on my uniform and head on outside to see what the director had to deliver us when we're met with... Wait, do they come in premiere? Oh, never mind. Okay, bruh. This is the moment I've been waiting for. He tells us to spend some time with each Pokemon and to meet him at the house down the road when we've made our decision. So we spend some time with the zesty little Quaxley, Sprigatito the weed cat, and the goofy little crocodile Fuecoco. Yo, bro, don't take my Fuecoco! Who are you? Oh, that's my rival. We meet our rival, and then we're given the chance to make our choice. And while I want to say it was hard, after having gained some forbidden knowledge, I was left with no other choice but to pick. Would you like to go with our good fire-type Pokemon Fuecoco? I would. That's right, that little fire croc Pokemon with a slice of cheese slapped on his chest was the Pokemon for me. And while I wasn't sure I had made the right decision at first, he quickly grew on me. There we are, bruh. Squad! Let's go! That's so hype. So while we were bonding with our newly obtained Fuecoco, our rival Nemona started harassing Professor Clavel to let her pick a new starter until he folded and let her take one. And we all know what's going on. Oh, nice to meet you, Sprigatito. Welcome to the team. And you already know this game is going to be easy because she chose the one that we're strong against. And in typical Pokemon fashion, our rival invited us down to the beach where we would have our first battle. And, I'll just let it play out. She sent down Sprigatito. Okay, let's go, Fuecoco. Oh, yep, and I get Ember. Does she know? Does she know? Does she know? She, in fact, did not know, and we easily beat her. Let's go, Fuecoco. Do I level up off this? Let's go! After defeating Nemona, we can finally head out to our first day of school. But first, Nemona teaches us how to catch a Pokemon, and we catch our very first Pokemon, Lechonk. Lechonk, you're mine. I actually don't want to use you. I'm going to put you on the PC. Nemona tells us that we should stop over by the lighthouse on our way to school because it gives a good view of where we're going. We set out to make our way over there when suddenly... Let me see. So far you've caught? Gah! Yeah! Whoa, what was that? We hear a mysterious Pokemon cry and decide to look around for what could have caused it. And I know your Rotom Foam can help you stay safe, but watch your step by these cliffs anyway. What is the Rotom Foam gonna do if I fall off a cliff? It's not gonna save me. We begin our look around when suddenly... Clear of the cliff? But I kinda wanna go over there. Hello? Is the cry here? At the bottom of the cliff? Oh! Okay, so the intro links up. If you're a legendary Pokemon, how are you gonna crash into the beach? Oh, snap. This thing's shaking me. Did I fall? Did I fall? Oh. I guess my question was answered. That is how. We fall down onto the beach that we saw Miraidon crash on in the beginning, and we go over to see if we can help it. That thing is not going to eat that sandwich. It's a Pokemon, bro. We give it our sandwich to see if it'll help, and... Bro can't reach. Oh. Is it good? Let's go. Oh, what is it doing? Bro, it's exploding. Hello? It actually is exploding. I was right. It turned into a freaking jet. That's sick. We follow the legendary Miraidon into the cave to see if we can find our way back up to the surface when we're met with Nemona, who says if we're able to get close enough to her, she'll be able to use one of her Pokemon to pull us back up to safety. Miraidon leads the way, scaring off countless Houndour until suddenly, a Houndoom comes up behind us and attacks us. It looks as though we're done for, until suddenly, Miraidon leaps into action, carrying us out of the cave and back up to safety. Wow. I wasn't expecting that, but thanks, Miraidon. We safely make it out of the cave, but once we're out, Miraidon powers down and passes out onto the ground. We make our way over to the lighthouse, where we meet a shady figure who seems to have a connection to the legendary Pokemon Miraidon. We learn that his name is Arvin, and he's a student who goes to our school. He tells us that he keeps track of Miraidon, but he's getting tired of it, so we offer to take them off of his hands. He challenges us to a battle to see if we're worthy of keeping the Miraidon, which we obviously win. But before we're able to ask him any more questions, he runs off in the direction of the school. Although we're eager to learn more about this legendary Pokemon, we figure that we'll see him again, so we just make our way to the top of the lighthouse. Where did Lechonk come? Yo, these things are just spawning right in front of my eyes. Another Spupa. This was not. Oh my god! Hop and jump scare. At the top, we're able to see Mesa Goza and the Pokemon school that we're working our way towards. And we're able to see some scenery. It's definitely one of the natures of all time. This is definitely one of the scenes of all time. We're also able to see the next town called Los Platos, which we're gonna have to stop through on our way to school. Goofy camera angle. Yo, what's up, Pop It? But before we make our way over to the town, I decided to explore off the beaten path a little bit. Yo, I'm trying to find me a cool Pokemon besides freaking Lechonk. Can I actually just like explore this whole area? Yeah, I'll beat the Los Platos in a second. I'm taking my time. On our little expedition, we're able to find some interesting things, such as a little flamingo Pokemon named Flamigo. But more importantly... Whooper! Yo! What's good? It's Pooper, bruh! It's Poopa. Poopa. It's level 7. We're able to catch the little pooper and add it to our party. And before making our way back to Los Platos, we stumble upon an ominous gate, which may serve us some use in the future, some ruins where we're able to find some TMs and items, and we're able to fight some new trainers and wild Pokemon. Poison Point? Okay, pooper. Yo, what is this? Do you guys see that? We make it to Los Platos, but nothing here really piques our interest, so we just continue on our way to school. South Province, Area 1. How many areas are there? That's the real question. I'm asking the real questions. How many areas are there? We bumble around the South Province, finding random items and TMs and fighting new trainers before making our way all the way up to the gates of the new school. At the gates, we meet back up with Nemona, and she challenges us to a battle before we enter the school. We're able to easily take care of her, but first she teaches us about the new gimmick of this generation, terastallization. What the What are you doing? Ice type? No, wait, it's electric type. Wait, I'm ground. I'm ground. Why are you doing this? She tried to use her Terra Orb to boost the electric type moves on her Palmy, but that didn't really work out too well. It gives moves of Pokemon's Terra type more power. Thundershock. I am ground type. Are you bro trying to teach me how to terrastallize against the worst Pokemon possible? I think I'll outspeed it now. Oh, what a horrible tutorial. Literally 1, 2, 3 easy reads. I read you like a freaking book. Man, I can't believe how fast you're improving. Bro, how about you? If you don't know that your Thundershock does not work on my ground type Pokemon after it did not affect it twice. And after finishing our battle with Nemona, it was time for us to make our way into the city. We finally made it to Mesa Goza, and we're really ready to start our Pokemon journey. Nemona tells us a little bit about the city, before telling us that she has to go pull a few strings so we can terastallize just like her. She tells us to take a little look around the city and to meet her at the front of the school. So we talk to all the people in town and go visit all the shops when we stumble across a group of people harassing a young student. Whoa, we may be new here, but I think we have to intervene. Don't you get it? If you join Team Star, you can shine as bright as anybody. I'd rather not. I feel like I should help her out. Being the brave young student I am, I stepped in and challenged Team Star to a battle. Shrew? Yo! They have Olimars! They may have had Olimar, but thanks to my handy dandy pooper, they were no issue for me. Recipe Strudel, but it had to be done for the culture. Nemona came running down after she saw the battle and made sure to get the Team Star members out of there. As head of student council, stopping this type of nonsense would normally be my job. But this is also the perfect chance for me to try my amazing and ultra rare gift to you. Actually, Nemona gave us our very own Terra Orb, and we were able to terastallize for the first time and whoop Team Star ourselves. Yo, whoopa! Your Pokemon burns so bright. Yeah, I guess I'm the real star here. My thing was shiny too. Not actually shiny. Once Team Star fled and the student we helped thanked us, it was time for us to climb our stairs and see our new school for the first time in person. Yo, Rockruff. What's good, bruh? Rockruff again? Alright, bro, time to go into school. Worst Pokemon game ever, bro. They made me go to school. Once inside the school, Nimona showed us around a little bit, and then Professor Clavel came out. We told him about our run-in with Team Star, and he told us to stay out of trouble. We made sure to get on to our first class. That's press A? No? Okay. Oh, look at the kids, bruh. Oh my god. They cannot be for real. In our first class, our homeroom and biology teacher, Mr. Jack, introduced us to the rest of our classmates. There I am, look how good I look. Ready to stunt with you hoes. After we introduce ourselves and answer a few questions from our classmates, we're allowed to freely roam around the school. Who let the Combies in the freaking cafeteria? In the cafeteria, we meet back up with Arvin, who asked for our assistance in helping his dream come true. When we ask him more about what it entails, he tells us that there's secret herbs in Paldea, which have the ability to heal up any Pokemon. The herbs are guarded by Titan Pokemon, which are super strong and mysterious Pokemon that have seemingly appeared out of nowhere. We agree to help him, and he marks the location of these Titan Pokemon on our map, which unlocks the Path of Legends quest for us. After this, Arvin swiftly exits the cafeteria. Okay, I don't know what that was all about, but yeah, I'll definitely make sure to look out for it, see if I can help. Rototototo. While we try and exit the cafeteria after Arvin, our Rotom phone rings, and a mysterious person named Cassiopeia says that they hacked us in order to get our help to take down Team Star. My name's Cassiopeia. Oh my god, League! Cassiopeia! Of course, we agree to help them, and we join Operation Starfall in an attempt to take down Team Star once and for all. Ah, Miss Ryan. Please do try to keep your voice down if you're making calls within the school, won't you? Of course, sir. You don't want anyone else figuring any personal information after all. Honestly, there's so many things we need to be careful about in this day and age. He seems sus. Team Star, you say? Yup! What did I just say? Read him like a book. Who the frick is this? Who's that? We stumble into the staff room and see Nimona talking with a lady who goes by the name of La Primera. She looked awesome. Apparently she's a really strong trainer, stronger than Nimona, who's a champion rank. When we tell Nimona that we want to be champion rank, she tells us that in order to do that, we have to beat 8 gym leaders around the region, and that unlocks us the Victory Road path. Do you get it? After unlocking all 3 of these quests, we are called to the director's office for an emergency. In the office, we receive a special phone call from somebody named Professor Turo, who is stationed in somewhere named Area 0. Turo informs us that he is the original owner of Miraidon, and he asks us if we're able to take care of it, which we agree to. He gives us his contact information and tells us that he'll be in touch with us regarding Miraidon and updates around it. Could this Pokemon have its origins within Area 0? Turo, don't tell me you actually did it. Uh-oh. Actually did what? The plot thickens. Actually, it does not thicken, but there is plot. We just do not know any of it. With our meeting over, Nimona takes us to the most important room in our entire journey. Our bedroom. Yo, gamers, shit. Dorm looking big, bruh. Is this what college is like? Where'd it gone? Ready to call it a day? I think I am ready to call it a day, Pokemon. After going to bed, we timeskip a few months into our journey at Uva Academy. Attention all students. Today marks the beginning of an important new assignment. Please assemble in the schoolyard, where I will explain in more detail. Nimona barges into our room and drags us up to the schoolyard, where we begin our treasure hunt. I ask each of you to set out and travel the world in search of your own treasure. Explore Paldea's abundant nature, soak in its rich culture, discover the Pokemon that live here, and get to know the people too. Where will you travel? Who will you meet? And what will you achieve? You will journey together, learn new things together, share each other's thoughts and feelings, and find something you might always treasure. Let the treasure hunt begin. Onward. Yo, what the frick was Hariyama doing there? Bro is big as hell. The treasure hunt has begun, and we now have endless opportunities to do whatever we want to. But before we set off, Nimona reminds us that we did promise to challenge all the gyms and become champion rank, just like her. And Arvin comes to remind us that we promised to help him defeat the Titans and get all the Herba Mystica. And as if things couldn't get any worse, Cassiopeia called us and reminded us that we joined Operation Starfall and promised to take down Team Star with her. In the midst of all this, Miraidon comes out of his Pokeball and lets us ride him for the first time. Arvin and Nimona say that they'll be expecting us to come visit them. And now, we are left with nothing but 3 decisions. The world is my cloister. The treasure hunt has finally begun, and it's time for me to decide where I want to go. But in order to see where I go, you're going to have to wait until next time, so make sure you subscribe to stick around and see that.